Hello friends, how are you all? Hope you are all doing good. Stay home, stay safe, eat healthy food, do regular yoga and keep yourself healthy and stay away from stress. Today my topic will be respiratory problems. So why I chose this topic is rainy season has started and many people will be suffering from shortness of breath, asthma, wheezing, and chest congestion. So I thought I will take this topic. I will show you some yoga poses which are helpful for keeping your lungs healthy. Especially for this respiratory problems, you have to do all the chest expansion exercises. Today I am going to do some important chest opening exercises which will expand the chest and which will increases the lung capacity. So first pose would be Sashankasana. So each and every asana should be done connecting with your breath. So you have to close your eyes and focus on your inhale and exhale. Then only your awareness will improve. So first I will show you Sashankasana. So for that, sitting Vajrasana. Okay. So folding your legs and sit on your heels is Vajrasana. So now take your hands back, make a fist in your right hand, hold it with left palm. Okay. Inhale, slightly bend back and expand your chest muscles. Then slowly exhale, bend forward. Now inhale, come up. So each and every time when you are coming up, you have to expand your chest muscles and complete focus should be on your breathing. Slowly inhale and exhale. So do like this for 5 breaths and in the 5th breath you expand your chest muscles. Okay. Relaxedly leave your shoulders. Okay. Expand your chest muscles. Look up. Stay there. Normal breathing. Stay there for 10 to 30 counts. Then slowly relax. This is Sashankasana breathing. So either you can expand your chest muscles after 30 counts, you can relax like this, or you can bend down and relax like this. This is Sashankasana or child pose. Actually, this pose is very helpful for stress relieving also. Also, it is helpful for chest expansion, that is improving the lung capacity. And the next pose is, you all know this practice, Marjari Asana, that is cat and cow pose. So, sit in Vajrasana. Okay, there should be a hip width distance between your knee joints. Take one arm distance and then one palm distance. Okay, your body should be like a tabletop. So inhale, make a curve in your spine and then look up. Exhale, spine up and touch your chin to your throat plate. Do like this for 5 breaths, 5 deep breaths. So focus on your breathing. So in all my practices, I focus only on breathing. The breath, stay in this posture. So for 10 to 30 counts like this. And after exhale, spine up and stay there. Relax. So this is Marjari Asana. And next pose is Bhujangasana. So how to do that? For that you have to lie down on your abdomen like this. Okay. Join your legs. Bring your arms near your ribs. Forehead on the mat. Now slowly inhale. Raise your neck, head and chest up till your navel point. Then slowly exhale. Bend forward. Inhale up. Exhale down. Do like this for 5 deep breaths. Then in the 5th breath, you stay there in the final pose. Don't extend your elbows out. Elbows should be tucked in and bend your elbows. Look forward. Stay there. Normal breathing. So stay in this posture for 10 to 30 counts. Then slowly relax. relax. Relax in Makarasana. So Makarasana is spreading your legs, heels facing each other, then join your elbows and relax. This is Makarasana. So relax for a while. Then slowly join your legs, slide your palms to the side of your chest and then come to Vajrasana. So next pose would be Ustrasana. Again another chest expansion pose. Okay. For that, how to do? Come on your knees. Okay. Now beginners, okay, they can keep their palms on their waist. Okay. Inhale, slightly bend back, expand your chest muscles, look up. Normal breathing. Stay there. Stay there for 10 to 30 counts. Then slowly come to Vajrasana. So those who are flexible and those who are regularly doing yoga, those who are flexible and those who are confident, they can still bend back. So how to do that? Come to kneeling posture. Come on your knees. Okay. Inhale. Raise your right hand up. Okay. Now slowly take it back and keep it on your right foot. Again. Inhale. Raise your left hand up. Okay. Slowly take it back and keep it on your left foot. Then expand your chest muscles. Look up. Stay there. Stay there for 10 to 30 counts. Normal breathing. Now slowly raise your hand one by one and then come to sitting posture. Okay, this is an excellent practice for the patients, for the people with suffering from asthma, wheezing. Okay, so slowly their chest will expand and lung capacity will increase and there will be a free flow of oxygen to their lungs. So slowly they will come out of this respiratory problems. And one more pose is there, that is bridge pose, Sedu Bandhasana breathing. So how to do that I will show you. For that, stretch your legs one by one. Okay. Now lie down on your back. Join your legs. Now slowly bend your legs. Hold your ankles. Now slowly inhale. Raise your abdomen up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. So like this, do for 5 deep breaths. Then in the 5th breath, raise your abdomen up and stay there. Try to touch your chin to your throat pit. Normal breathing. Stay there for 10 to 30 counts. Then slowly relax. Stretch your legs and relax. Spread your legs, palms facing the roof, and focus on your breathing. This is Shavasana, complete relaxation posture which will relax your body, mind, which releases all the stress in your body. There is no limitations for this Shavasana. This posture is called Shavasana. Now slowly join your legs. Then turn to your right side and then come to sitting posture. Those who have any health issues, before starting yoga practice, you should consult with your doctor and then start the practice. Immediately you should not start all these practices. First you should start with Sukshama Vyayama to release all the accumulated stress in your muscles and joints, that is Sukshma Vyayama. So there is no limitation for this Sukshma Vyayama practice. I have given the link in the description box. You can watch that. After doing Sukshma Vyayama, then do all these practices. Next one coming to Pranayama. So Pranayama is main. So I told you, you have to fill your lungs. You have to keep your lungs healthy, especially those who are having respiratory problems. What are all the pranayama practices they should do? First one is Bhastrika, and the second one would be Kapalpati. Third one would be Nadi Shuddhi Pranayama. I have given all these practices in my pranayama video. Just I will give a recap for that. How to do Bhastrika. Bhastrika is one forceful inhalation and forceful exhalation. Here the inhalation and exhalation will be equal, 1:1. So I will show you that. You should not strain your face muscles, okay? Your shoulders should be relaxed, okay? So like this. You can do for 10 rounds, 2 sets. So 20 rounds totally. And next one will be Kapalpati. Kapalpati is one inhalation and continuous exhalations. Those who are beginners, they start with 1 inhale and 10 exhale, 1:10, and slowly you increase the counts to 1:20, and till 120 you can do that too if you are more comfortable. So first I will show you. Like this. So you can feel the flapping of your abdominal muscles. So 1 inhale and 60 strokes of exhale you can do. So like this, 2 sets. 1:60, 1:60, 2 sets. And before doing Nadi Shuddhi Pranayama, one more practice is there for respiratory problem, that is right nostril breathing. So right nostril breathing is inhale through the right and exhale through the left, or you can inhale through right or exhale through right only. Okay, so this, what will happen, this right nostril breathing will completely make your body heat, okay, so that all the phlegm will come out, okay. And those who are having high BP should avoid this practice because it will activate your Surya Nadi. This may increase your blood pressure. So those people, those who are having high BP, what they can do is they can go for Nadi Shuddhi Pranayama. But others having this respiratory problem, they can do this right nostril breathing. So I will show you. First I will show inhale through right and exhale through left. Close your left nostril with your ring finger. So this is right nostril breathing, inhale through right and exhale through left, okay. And one more variation is there, that is inhale through right and exhale through right only. This is right nostril breathing, okay. So this will activate your Surya Nadi, and those who are having asthma and wheezing, they should regularly practice this. Slowly they will come out of their problem, okay. And the next one will be Nadi Shuddhi Pranayama. For that Nadi Shuddhi Pranayama, you have to inhale through left, exhale through right, and then again inhale through right and exhale through left. This makes 1 round, okay. And like this, right nostril breathing you do for 7 or 9 rounds, and then you should complete it with Nadi Shuddhi Pranayama. So Nadi Shuddhi Pranayama you can do for 5 to 10 minutes. There is no limitation for this practice. Anybody can do Nadi Shuddhi Pranayama. Okay, I will show you. Close your right nostril with your thumb. This is Nadi Shuddhi Pranayama. So you can do this for 11 to 15 rounds or you can do for 5 to 10 minutes. This will completely calms down your mind, releases the stress. Also it improves your lung capacity and it increases the oxygen flow to your lungs so that your immunity will increase and stamina by default it will increase slowly. Okay, and the next one will go for mudra. So what are all the mudra practices for the people with respiratory problems? Okay, first one powerful mudra is Linga Mudra. So already I have shown this in my mudras video. That link also I have given in description box. You can watch that. So for that, interlock your fingers like this. Okay, and keep your left thumb straight. Okay, throughout the mudra chanting, you should keep your left thumb straight. Okay, and then touch your right thumb and index finger and give a gentle pressure. Okay, keep it near your chest. Okay, and focus on your breathing. Inhale and exhale. So like this you can do for 5 minutes. This Linga Mudra should be done only for 5 minutes because it will generate more heat in your body. So because of that heat only your asthma and wheezing problem will be cured. So those who are having severe cough, cold and asthma wheezing problem, they can regularly practice this daily for 5 minutes. And one more important thing is after doing the practice you should definitely drink lots of water because your body will be heat. So to avoid the heat you can drink lots of water. And one more mudra is there for respiratory problem, that is Surya Mudra. Okay, that is ring finger. Okay, you have to fold your ring finger and keep it under the base of the thumb. Okay, and keep your palms on your thighs and focus on your breathing. Inhale and exhale. So this is called Surya Mudra. Even this Surya Mudra will be helpful for weight loss also, and it is helpful for this respiratory problems also. Even Linga Mudra is also helpful for weight loss because since it generates more heat in your body, it will burn out all the extra fat in your body. It will burn all the extra fat. So that's why this practice is good for weight loss. But Surya Mudra can be done for 5 to 15 minutes. You can do it maximum of 15 minutes. But make sure that you are drinking lots of water after the practice. Okay, one more important thing I want to tell you is for pranayama and mudra practice your back should be straight. Okay, you should either sit in Vajrasana or Sukhasana. No, it's not necessary that you should always sit in Vajrasana. Okay, but sitting in Vajrasana is more helpful because it improves your digestion. But some people will be having problems in their legs, no issues, so they can sit in Sukhasana. Even some senior citizens will be there, they cannot sit for a long time in Sukhasana or Vajrasana. So what they can do is even they can sit on the chair, but they make sure that your back is straight throughout the practice. So then only energy will pass from your head region, that is Sahasrara chakra, crown chakra, to your Muladhara chakra. So totally 7 chakras are there in our body. All these 7 chakras will be activated through your pranayama practice. That's why you have to make sure that your back is straight throughout the practices. Okay, just I will give a recap. Okay, so for respiratory problems, yoga poses for respiratory problems. First one would be Shashankasana breathing, and the next one is Marjariyasana, and third one is Bhujangasana, and fourth one is Ustrasana, fifth one is Setu Bandhasana, and last one you have to relax in Shavasana. Okay, corpse pose. And then coming to pranayama. So pranayama, Bhastrika, Kapalbhati, right nostril breathing, then Nadi Shuddhi Pranayama, and finally Mudras. Mudras, two mudras are important. One is Linga Mudra and other one is Surya Mudra. So do all these practices. Start with Sukshama Vyayama, then all the poses I have told, then Pranayama, then complete with Mudra. Do these regular practices, and thanks for watching the video. If you find this video useful, share with your friends or relatives who are suffering from the respiratory problems or wheezing or asthma. Thanks for watching. Thank you.